Leo, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. I'm here today to do your reading for the first week of January. It's crazy, 2024, the 1st to the 7th. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit. All right, before we get into interpreting, I'm sorry about that. We had a leftover card from a previous reading there. Before we get right into it, I'm actually going to be talking to you about a really beautiful oracle message. I got some new decks for the holiday, and I'm excited to share them with you. So this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placements. Well, I want to get started right now. Ooh, Sun. Let's just stop right here before we continue. There's a reason why this is coming out, and I thought it was beautifully coincidental. I'm pulling from this new deck called the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. And it's by Kyle Gray. And I was reading up on this before starting your reading, and you pulled the Sirius Star Blessings, which, if you didn't know it, the last week of December, coincidentally, it actually can be seen brighter than any time of the year. All right. So you could be feeling brighter this upcoming week as a reverberation from this prior week. I'm reading for you right the week before. Some of you will be hearing this after the fact, but the last week of December and the first week of January, this star, right, shines the brightest, right? And it is the brightest star in the sky, Sirius. And it is blessing you and bestowing you with light and a green light. This card signals yes, all right? It's time for you to move forward and to be seen, right? And to push through. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy. And you could be having a lot of premonitions during this time period of what is going to ultimately make you happy, that where you are is going to be where you need to be, all right, in your career, in your love life. I just feel such a positive energy coming off of this card, and the blessings that are bestowed as a result of it. I just want to look at it for a moment with my glasses. Yeah, I mean, this is the heavenly realm, if you can see the clouds there. So this is about being positive and abundant and the excitement surrounding you. It feels like whatever you're connecting with internally is going to manifest quickly externally. You've got a lot of big, beautiful things coming, Leo. I love that. And a lot of happiness right now. Joy, laughter, free-spiritedness, right? Babies riding on the back of puppies, right? It could be as good as that. Oh, but whoa. Well, whenever I see that, you got a Debbie Downer in your family. Get something that in the past, you didn't know if you were manifesting something amazing or something terrible. No, I'm kidding. This is more about you recognizing that you are a manifester, right? And you have the power to see everything from a beautifully positive light or focus on everything that's negative. Wow, I'm really getting that from, this is the past energy around what you are sensing, right? Am I going to look up to the heavens and focus on this brightness in my life, or I'm going to focus on all the bad toxic stuff? And I think this is a global perspective as well, not just, this is a collective experience. Like, are we going to manifest focusing on the positive or the negative? Because there's a lot of negative out there, but there's a hell of a lot of positive. Wow, you're going deep, Leo, in this reading, right off the bat. Sorry, I'm just making room here, especially with that extra card. All right. Ooh, this week is about the lovers and loving connection. The investment that we make in love. The strength that it requires, however challenging, right, to carry on. What you don't see coming, the Five of Swords. Feeling a little defensive, are we? Moving away from maybe some emotions. All right. In the near future, we have the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. I love seeing that. That's the equal give and take. Moving fast forward, heart open. All right. Boy, you can't get any better than that, really. I mean, that's good. Good vibes. Something is unhealthy in the past that I think you've been working on changing, right? In a dynamic. Because we're talking about a loving connection here, a choice, Leo. You're going to focus on the good or the bad. Because every relationship has both. It's our attitudes towards each other, right? Because you can nitpick, your person can nitpick, or you can support that person and let them shine brighter, right? By supporting them. Constructive criticism said with love is much easier than said with venom, right? And resentment. And it could go both ways. It might not be you thinking and saying these things. It could be the person around you. But lovers, nonetheless, you're definitely coming into a beautiful state of balance. Wow, beautiful. Just got goosebumps because you're in a very good energy for the week ahead. Really feeling balanced, moving forward, heart open, nurturing the love. We have the Queen of Cups, the Chariot, and Temperance over the Lovers. I mean, 4 majors. This is a huge week where all is beautiful with my world. I don't want it to change. I hope it stays this way forever. You know, I have a beautiful connection. I'm moving forward. We're in balance. I feel the love. You love this person by your side. This much is true. Maybe you're working hard on manifesting your way out of rougher times, Leo. And now you're like, finally, we're on the same page. Had to pull a few teeth, but we got there. My smile may be crooked. I'm sorry, I'm being cheeky. It's Christmas. All right, your opportunity is to not focus on the disappointment, on the loss, whatever you had to cut away. It was the right thing to do because things are in balance. It's almost like pick and choose your battles wisely. This is about your energy, what you're going to invest in your opportunities to pick and choose your battles wisely, Leo. I think you've learned from this person in this situation is you can focus on what's wrong or you can focus on what's right. But discernment and using wisdom is important, okay? You're cutting away to the truth that this connection means the world to you. You were investing in it despite there being some hiccups along the way, right? It has gotten hard at times to stick with this person, I'm hearing. But you are still you're stuck like glue. What's this devil, though? I'm very curious. What's this devil that got in the way of this happiness? It's like, ooh, am I manifesting something good or something bad? You start to hone in on your manifestations. Yeah, there was a trust issues here in a connection. This connection has it all, though. We have the Empress, 2 of Cups, 7 of Swords. Maybe there's a party that didn't trust love, and that was, or your person didn't trust in deep nurturing a commitment in the proper ways, and you had to school them. I'm kidding. Did you have to school them on what they need? This is how you properly loved me. This is what I expect. No, this is more about cleaning up a connection, right? So you don't allow fear to get in the way of the love. And I think that you did a good job, Leo. Actually, I'm seeing a beautiful, beautiful week ahead, and you actually looking back and going, wow, I trust them more because they're showing up for me. All right. And I'm not going to be afraid of this to the degree that I've been afraid in the past. You guys have been nurturing each other, the 2 of you, in a different way. And it shows. Whatever was unhealthy in the way, you're working on it. It's not like you're not aware of it. All right. There's fear. There's fear. I want to see what you were manifesting here from a place of fear. Yeah. Someone had to do more apologizing for the way they were approaching this. We have the Judgment, Knight of Wands, and the Page of Cups. So this is the past. Overcoming these trust issues or these fear blocks, right, had a lot to do with forgiveness and staying open, right? You both share a mutual attraction, and you both have a very fun, there's a whimsy to this reading, and there's a whimsy to your relationship. There's a playfulness and like a less serious side. I think someone maybe, you never know if they're being serious or they're joking. So I think there's some confusion. So you're kind of like, I don't know how to interpret you sometimes. I get confused about what you're talking about. Yeah, there's a real lightheartedness to your connection. It feels good. Yeah, so you've really been working on these trust issues, Leo, in the past. Why is the challenge staying strong and fearless here? Okay, there's been some pain. There's been some pain. Sometimes that's what happens with love. We carry pain, and it takes time to resolve the things that get in the way of the happiness. All right, we have the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. So your challenge is to overcome the pain that this situation, this connection has experienced. And again, I'm just getting this overall vibe of maybe someone's trying to apologize because they weren't giving to this in the right way. And I am seeing things balancing out. Like this didn't fall on deaf ears, but maybe you had to pitch a big fit for them to actually start to understand that this isn't enough. All right. I think the challenge was for you to be strong enough to express what you needed. I'm proud of you, Leo, because that's not an easy thing to do. But I do believe that they're now a little bit more like, I'm in the doghouse. Like, I pissed Leo off. There's been a lot of pain in this connection along the way here. And maybe you both actually considered, should we just end this? But I think that was fear talking and not love. There is an opportunity here that you manifested to open up and forgive in this connection, and to remove the fear, the distrust, rebuild, right? I am seeing that you both are making a wholehearted effort to rebuild and move forward and come back into balance after maybe some injustice in the connection. Whatever that is, we're not going to get into all the storylines because it's different for all of you. But forgiveness nonetheless. What you don't see coming, is you both are stabilizing this connection. You're willing to walk away from the past BS, all right? Ultimately, this person does make you happy. You're still guarded because you're like, is this gonna happen again? But I do believe that this, with the Queen of Pentacles underlying this, you're trying to defend, this, you want this person. This is your wish fulfillment, okay? Sometimes you are guarded because you feel like they could walk away at any moment. I think what you don't see coming is that when you have spats, it triggers your worst fears that this person could just leave me and just crucify me. I'm so invested in this person and our future that what if I get hurt? Listen, love is a risk. There isn't anybody in any marriage or otherwise where it's not without some level of risk. That's why love is so important, right, to us, because it carries a great emotional risk because of what we invest in it. But if you let fear do all the talking, you're like, at the sign of trouble, you might have this trigger to run, all right, out of fear. But I think that, ultimately what I'm seeing from this is that you come to your senses quite quickly. There's a party that's like, I'm good. I don't need you. I'm fine on my own when you get triggered. And then you realize, wait a minute, this is my person and I really want to be with them. I'm really invested in them. All right. In the near future, I see such a beautiful energy moving forward quickly, right? Opening up. It feels like almost even a brand new beginning in the connection. Others of you are calling in a new lover, and you've grieved what you needed to grieve, and you're still carrying a lot of pain and you're scared to open up, but you're opening up nonetheless. And you might even have a lot of offers in the coming beginning weeks of January where you're opening up to new opportunities. A lot of you single Leos out there, you are opening up into new opportunities. You're recognizing what went wrong in the past, in a past connection, and you're like, I learned from that. I know now. Every lesson, every situation is a lesson, right? And you're learning from it. You're learning what you need in love and what you deserve in love, and the things that can really ruin a relationship. You're like, all I know is I'm clear that if I'm going to really open my heart to somebody in a new beginning, whether I'm coupled or single and opening up to new people, I've got to feel the love, and they've got to give just as much as I give, because that's what I deserve. Yes, you do. You got fast-moving energy. Beautiful connection. You are calling in a soul contract. A lot of you are calling in a new soul contract that you're putting a lot of investment and time and energy into, with the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. So a lot of you are calling in the beginning of the year a brand new soul mate. And after a really rough road, Leo, I'm hearing. Others of you, you're just really deepening your connection, but you're also feeling more emotionally independent and not triggered so much by fear of it ending and worry. Because I do see things turning around because both people are working on it, and you're walking away from the hurt and the pain. Others of you have had to walk away from someone you knew wasn't healthy for you in order to open up to someone who's better. And that's a hard thing to do indeed. A lot of you have been working really hard and coming out of confusion because you're ending a cycle. Yeah, you're wrapping up a cycle where you learned a lot about love in your heart and what you need, right? You need someone who's willing to put a lot of effort in. And there's a lot of choices for a lot of you who are single. You have a lot of choices right now over who to pick. Pick the ones who really show up, who take good care of themselves, who have good relationships around them, who stable, right? Sometimes we go after the attraction, right? But then we later find out, ooh, that person was hot, but boy, that was not a safe thing for me. So it's a unique blend of attraction and desire, but also stability, right? And it depends on what you want. But I do believe a lot of you are opening up and you have a lot of choices. It's like, I could go this way, I could go that way. And you're doing a lot of work on just learning, right? Does this person feel right to me? As it's hard to date. It takes a lot of energy. So I commend you for trying and opening up again. You Leos out there who are opening up. For coupled Leos, I do believe that you're coming out of a confusing period where you both are trying to work on the love equally. And now you're in a brand new energy where you're opening up to equal give and take. Isn't that beautiful? My. Yeah. This relationship has gone through a major transformation with Death, the Four of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Like, whoa. You maybe had somebody who was too much in their mind, withholding, not investing, and you're like, this has got to freaking transform. There is something so, it's almost like night and day. If you've been with someone and you've weathered a lot of storms, everything is changing. They're realizing, wow, I got to really put in the effort. Like, this isn't fair. I do love you, Leo, and we've gone through this incredible transformation. I'm holding on to you. I'm holding on to you because I see the truth, that you're my person. Wow. A lot of you, this is a beautiful week of love, of feeling like you're deepening your connection and you're finally on the same page. Others of you, you're calling in a brand new soul contract and it feels good. I mean, this is a blessing time. I mean, the answer is yes. If you're trying to open up and you're feeling right about somebody, yes. If you're trying to transform a connection and you've been really, really trying to course correct and letting someone step up and show you, yes, they're going to show you. You're going to push through these hardships. You're pushing through the pain. I'm telling you, sometimes the right people, you don't give up on them. The right people, but you just have to decide whether it's the right people or not, right? And you determine that through the signs and synchronicities around you and how you feel on the inside internally. Usually, if it's the wrong person, you will be a mess internally, all right? The right people, it's like the most comfortable feeling in the world to be with them and near them and beside them. If you don't have that comfortable feeling, I'm sorry. It may not be. Yeah. That devil's popping up. Yeah, this is about you, Leo. You get to decide what to invest in. And Spirit is saying you'll know if it's the wrong investment because you will feel trapped. You will feel up in your head in a mental state of anguish. All right? So choose wisely. Whatever you invest in, okay? If whether it's work or love, something new or staying with someone you've been with, whatever you invest in, you want it to be healthy. You don't want it to be toxic, right? The dynamic, all right? Sometimes people are toxic. It's the way they show up, all right? We all show up beautiful newborn babes, right? Full of love and light, but it's our paths that make it harder and darker, okay? And if you have someone who is unhealthy in themselves, it will leave you in a mental state of anguish, and that is not yours, okay, Leo? So be careful who you tangle with. If deep down you're being triggered in states of fear because you're not tangling with the healthy energy, it's up to you, right? You get to choose, all right? I'm surprised this devil came out. I did not expect that, but we saw it in the past. So for some of you, you've been single and you got this because I know. I'm not a fan of reading during retrogrades because it's when the past comes back and we all get tested. So if you're being tested by a past energy who you know is not good for you, Leo, you know better because it's only going to keep you up in your head. All right. You know what? I'm going to do just real quick. I'm going to pull one. I'm just going to cut the deck here. Yeah. You're pausing. Some of you are single and you walked away from somebody. You actually did end things with them, or you're working on new things because you know it's not healthy. And you're trying to get to the truth and you're observing this person and it's leaving you stressed. Some of you, you're like, I don't know if I should be with this person, despite the love. A lot of you, this is a past person with the Six of Cups. So whether it's a new person, old person, returning person, it's different for all of you. But ultimately, you came to this reading to basically get clear about what you want. If you're like they this and they that and they this and they that, you're barking up the wrong tree because you can't control other people. And that is a losing game, my friend. You control you. So if someone's got you up in your head and you're like, well, it's really good, but it's also really bad, you have to decide, is that sustainable? This person's really hurt me. The challenge is overcoming it, but we're happy. You got to be honest with yourself whether this is ultimately going to be the best opportunity for you. Whatever you invest in, you want it to be healthy and you want to be comfortable. Like a warm blanket on a cold night, okay? And a warm cup of tea, all right? So just be careful what energies did you get tied to, whether it's really healthy for you, all right? And some people, it's hard to tell, right? So just be careful what you tangle with this week, okay, Leo? That is my reading for you. Take care.